up, YouTube? This is Woody coming back with another mother-loving motor vlog. What's going on, everybody? What is up? What is up? What is up? It's pretty hot outside today. So I got a topic today I've been kind of wanting to do about cruisers versus sport bikes. There's a lot of, it seems like to me there's a lot of misconceptions about cruiser bikes and sport bikes, so I thought I would do a video about it. So one big misconception about sport bikes and cruiser bikes is cruiser bikes are more comfortable than sport bikes, which a lot of people probably ain't gonna like this part. Not all sport bikes are uncomfortable. And just like I would say there's a lot of cruiser bikes out there that ain't comfortable. There's a lot that goes into making a bike a comfortable bike, and if cruiser bikes was so comfortable and so much more comfortable than sport bikes, there'd be no need for stuff like aftermarket seats or for cruisers, or the what do they call them, those highway bars or whatever. I mean, really, I mean, if all cruisers are that comfortable, why you need all that? It's the same with sport bikes. People think that every sport bike is, you're just cramped up and uncomfortable. That's not true at all. My bike's comfortable. I mean, I couldn't go riding across country on this thing, but it's not an uncomfortable bike. I've been on a couple different sport bikes now, and naked sport bikes, and I can tell you that some are comfortable and some are not. Just like cruisers, like some are going to be comfortable and some are not going to be comfortable. I mean, you wouldn't even know all the, if they were so comfortable, you wouldn't need all those aftermarket accessories. Comfort, I mean, basically that's what they are, to make that bike comfortable. So if they were so comfortable, you wouldn't need them, basically is what I'm saying. Another misconception about cruiser bikes versus sport bikes is people seem to think that man, it's hot. People seem to think that cruiser bikes are safer than sport bikes. What is absolutely not true. Like, that couldn't be more farther than the truth than, I don't know. Like, it just couldn't be. You gotta stop and think about, like, let's say, I can't give you exact numbers, but let's say my bike weighs about 400 pounds. A cruiser bike is gonna weigh almost double that. Like, cruiser bikes are heavy, okay? So if you think that you're gonna get on something that's 800 pounds, it's gonna stop better than something that is 400 pounds, you're freaking crazy. That's absolutely insane. The other thing is sport bikes are more nimble. They're more, you could throw them around. You can't throw around a cruiser bike. It's gonna go where, I mean, you just can't. You're not gonna go laying that around there to swerve around a car or something like that. Say you got a car in front of you that stopping real fast, and you can't stop. You have to so you're going to try to swerve around them instead of stop for whatever reason. You're not going to do that on a cruiser bike as easy as you're going to on a sport bike. Like, there's just, they're not made for that. They don't handle like that. Part of which is because they're so heavy and they're so big. Where this bike is small, it's light, it's fast. It'll get out of its own way. A cruiser bike is not going to. Like, I get people telling me all the time that, oh, you should get a cruiser bike, they're more comfortable. Oh, you should get a cruiser bike, they are better on gas. No, they're not. You should get a cruiser bike, they're safer than a sport bike. No, they're not. You should get a cruiser bike, they're more reliable. No, they're not. Anything less than a Harley is a waste of money. They're all junk. Really? Look, I like all bikes. I'm not saying that I don't like cruiser bikes, because I do. I'm a fan of motorcycles. I like all types of bikes. Honestly, I mean, I could go out and say that my least favorite style bike is the Adventure Tourings. I think they're the flat out most ugly bikes that I've ever seen in my life. Other than that, I like all bikes. Cruiser bikes, sport bikes, naked sports, cafe racers, like bobbers, choppers. I like motorcycles. I like all kinds of motorcycles. But they all have their perks, they all have their strengths and their weaknesses. It's a matter of bike, the different bike. It's not the difference in styles. Like, people, I just don't like the Harley deal. Harleys are probably the most unreliable motorcycles on the road. Historically, like Harley owners will tell you, they take more money, they cost more money. You pay a lot more for that bike, you pay a lot more to keep that bike on the road. They're expensive. Everything about them is expensive. Even when you don't go the Harley Davidson parts way, like, they're still not cheap. Like, they're expensive. Everything for a Harley is expensive. They're not more reliable. They're more expensive. They're, I would say they're not better on gas. I mean, you can't quote me on it, but there's no way that it's as good on gas as my bike is. I just don't. I get 52 miles a gallon on my bike. That's riding it hard. If I got out on a highway and was just riding down the highway on it, I'd say I'd probably get close to 60 miles a gallon. If I was just regular riding straight down the highway, like none of this hot dogging it through town and stuff. But that's what I do on this bike. I'm not easy on it. I ride it hard, and I still get 52 miles to the gallon on every single tank. So, like, I can't, like, most new sport bikes don't get that good of mileage. Like, some of these naked sports, you would think they should get pretty good gas mileage. They don't get as good as this does. Yeah, there's a lot of misconceptions about bikes and stuff, like, and people don't, most of it comes from people that don't even ride, or all they've ever rode is the bike they got and that's it. Some guy went out and got a Harley for his first bike. This is the only bike he's ever owned, and he wants to tell everybody what the greatest, best bike is and what bikes are junk. Like, how do you know? You don't know nothing about bikes just because you own a bike. You know about your bike, that's it. And you don't know about it versus other bikes because you've never been on them. You can only go by hearsay. I've been on a couple of bikes, and I've watched several videos, reviews on numerous different bikes from numerous different people, and taken opinions from them from there, like, plus the bikes that I've rode myself, like, but yeah, like, it's crazy what some of the stuff that people say, like, they think about cruiser bikes versus sport bikes, and most of it's just bull crap. Like, not true. There's no proof behind it at all, except for that's their opinion. Like, opinions about bikes far outweigh facts about bikes. Like, all day long, people will tell you their opinion about bikes. These bikes, this certain bike, that style bike, but nobody actually does the research to back up what they're saying. Like, they don't know. They're just saying that's the way they think. They don't know any different. Like, but that's all. That's my kind of rant about that. It's it kind of, you hear about it all the time, but it's like everybody only shares their opinion about it, and they don't put any research to it. Like, but that's the way everything is anymore. People, their opinions far outweigh the facts about the matter that they're talking about. Like, it's stupid. But that's my thoughts on that. And hope you liked the video. Like I said in a previous video, like, I like a debate, so leave a comment, hit that like button if you liked the video, hit that dislike button if you didn't like the video. If you ain't subscribed yet, please subscribe, and be looking for the next video. This is Woody. Peace.